Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Dennis coming from Winnipeg. I hope that you're having a good, restful weekend, that you're having some resting for your energy, your mind, your body, and trying to get ready for the next day. I have a kind of a jet setting weekend. As some of you may know, I left Winnipeg on Friday after work to go to Ottawa to attend the Canadian Compounding Pharmacists Association annual general conference on Saturday, and so I got into Ottawa at 11:30 at night and attended the conference, and then I caught the plane at 4 o'clock and flew back to Winnipeg, and I got into Winnipeg at 6 o'clock, and then went out there and had a great dinner with some friends, relaxed, and then came home, watched a bit of the Winnipeg Jets hockey, so it was kind of good. And then woke up this morning around 7 o'clock and just had a breakfast and going through some Facebook posts, and I saw something, so I thought, okay, I should talk about this because before I left on Friday, I was talking to a patient about this also. So on Friday, I was actually talking to a patient. Patient came in and asked me about nutritional supplement, etc., because some of her friends were working with me, and I suggested some of the stuff. So a couple of concerns she had was, one, she's having some heartburn issue, and then second thing that she was having some issue was concerned about the osteoporosis. So we talked about probiotic to rebalance and improve the digestion, etc., and gut function, so that she can, improve her acid production, digestion, absorption at the same time, improve her heartburn. And then the other thing she talked about was, hi George, the other thing she asked me about was, hey Maria, the other thing she asked me about was, what I think about what supplement she's taking is good or bad for her osteoporosis. She was taking some calcium magnesium combination. So I've suggested to take, not just calcium or magnesium, but the key is to take vitamin D3. And this is what prompted me this morning to talk about this, because friends in Winnipeg, you know that it's cloudy day outside, and fall is coming in Canada, so we don't get a lot of sunshine anymore, so it's hard to get vitamin D for us Canadian. So, if you look at a lot of the study out there, that with the bone mineral content, etc., doesn't matter how much calcium, doesn't matter how much other magnesium or mineral you're taking, if you don't have enough vitamin D in your system, hey Jaron, these vitamins, these minerals not going to stay in your bone. So last 10 years, many studies coming out, especially for calcium, showing that if you don't have enough vitamin D and if you loaded too much calcium, instead of calcium staying in your bone, calcium can deposit into your soft tissue. And if that happens, it can really cause major issue, especially if calciums are deposited into your heart muscle. You can have a heart attack potentially. Hi, Gary. So, you have to be really careful. So last 10 years, our recommendation for daily calcium intake is down from 1,500 milligram to less than 1,000. And way back when we're recommending 1,500 milligram of calcium a day, that's supposed to be total, not just from a supplement, but from the food also. But a lot of us, a lot of physicians also recommend 15 milligram of supplemental calcium, probably 10 years ago. And then people are getting other source of calcium from food, etc. So they can, depends on what food they're eating, how much fortification of the calcium in it, they may end up with over 2,000 milligram of calcium a day. And with that kind of dose of calcium a day, without enough vitamin D, you can really have potential of having calcium deposit in the soft tissues, and you can get into many other health problems. So now I'm suggesting only about like I said, 900 to 1,000 total, including the food, but I'm pushing on vitamin D. As we know, it's many patients show that we are low in vitamin D. Just because, like I said, right now it's cloudy outside, it's fall, the sun's not as strong as summertime in Canada anymore. So you really need to supplement with the vitamin D. So I hope that this is helpful. If you want to know, there's many different type of vitamin D out there. If you want to know what dose and what type of vitamin D you should be selecting it, definitely PM me. I will try and help you out. Have a great weekend.